All right, here we go. We're playing the campaign. Why
let's
the
talk facts.
fuck is the text
That's
so
what I'm here
small?
for.
Hang on. Fixed it. Welcome back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another late night review.
Late night reviews with LCB Gaming.
Ooh. Just do a whole NPR review. Anyway, we're doing Battlefront II, the new game by EA and DICE.
It's a classic game from 2005.
From 2005, one of my favorites. Unfortunately, we're not reviewing that game.
I know. I wish we were.
5 out of 5.
Sarge is here this time.
Yeah, Sarge is here.
What's up?
Sort of.
Boys.
He's
dead.
30% here.
I'm not dead.
You
I just
slept through
slept
most of our gameplay. So we just played this game for about 3 or 4 hours, much more than we played Call of Duty.
Yeah,
because it's a better game.
Yep. It is way more fun. So let's start with part 1, the campaign.
Sarge, go ahead and say what you were going to say about the campaign.
Yeah, it's better than the movies.
No, it's not. I mean, it's not.
Thoroughly enjoyed it.
I will say
that it was better than Rogue One.
You've played like 2 levels,
and
you're like giggling like a schoolgirl, like you can't contain yourself.
All right, fine. Out of all realism, it was shit.
What? I cannot figure out what Sarge's actual thoughts on this game right now are, honestly.
He's still salty he missed out on the Call of
I'm
Duty one.
fucking mad, all right?
You were away on National Guard duty. You were living the Call of Duty.
Don't say that. Don't belittle me. You were on National Guard duty. I was on drill.
My bad.
Even though I do serve with the National Guard.
I caught it. It was dumb.
Anyway, the campaign.
It's pretty badass.
It's honestly pretty cool. It's really cool to see a game play it from the side of the losing side, honestly.
Yeah, the Empire.
Because you start off towards the end of Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, that's cool.
You're a captured Special Forces agent for the Empire. You get to play as this really cute droid. He's adorable.
Oh, I thought you meant Shiva.
Well, that too.
I mean, she's really cute. She's a cute patootie.
She's a cute.
For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, watch the show The League, because she's in the main character of Battlefront 2's campaign is in The League, and there's a whole thing with that.
Yeah.
So she's Shiva.
Kamini-sama.
Yeah. Kind of. Honestly, this has one of my new favorite like badass Star Wars moments in it. Mm-hmm. That was awesome.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, if
that.
anything, it has the coolest moment in a video game ever. We're just gonna play this as it is.
Yes, uncut.
Understood, Commander. Prepare for extraction. 3, 2, 1.
Wow, wasn't that great?
That was awesome. God, it's so cool. Like, I wish we'd gotten audio of us playing it, because when that happened, we all went, "Oh!"
Like, oh man, that's cool.
It was awesome.
That's what I want out of Star Wars. I want that exact shot cool stuff in the new movie.
Yes.
If
if I walked into the new movie and it was like that, and then 2.5 hours of like Rey just hitting a rock with a lightsaber. It'd be the best Star Wars movie.
It'd be the best Star Wars.
Because of that opening.
So but before you escape completely, you actually walk past a meeting with General Akbar talking about
Admiral. Excuse me.
He is Admiral Akbar. I'm
sorry,
because he commands a fleet.
Holy shit!
Ships.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's the plans that they talk about before they go in to destroy the Death Star. It was really cool just to see that little link to the movie.
It's nice how they like they weave everything in. Like there's a moment where the Empire, like your squad gets to the bunker that held the Death Star shield in it.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're too late to stop the saboteurs, which is referring to Han, Leia, and Chewbacca blowing it up in Return of the Jedi. It was cool. There was like a lot of little links to the movie that made it felt like it was naturally connected.
Yeah,
It was cool.
honestly, the other cool thing was seeing Shiva's. I'm only calling her Shiva. Was seeing her like genuine like sorrow when the Death Star blew
Yeah,
up. Because you
it's
never really
cool.
think about the fact that there was a ton of like people and other things following the Emperor
Yeah.
who truly
I mean,
believed in it.
The Germans cried when Hitler died,
Yeah,
Like back in the day,
yeah.
1972.
1972, the day
I
Hitler
am
was killed.
Not
I'm kidding.
amused.
No, I mean, like, Germans obviously now don't, but, like, the people of Germany looked at Hitler like a god because they had no idea what he was doing,
Yeah.
Like, it's the same concept. It's like they're actually devoted to the cause, and it's cool to see that because you don't see a whole lot of
I
that
feel like
in
a
Star Wars.
relatable more like all right, that was a good connection. But
you.
the bombing of Hiroshima, I think, is a lot more relatable because they
Yeah,
both
that's
ended
true.
with a bigger explosion.
All right.
Because both ended with a bang.
Bang.
So we're like, yeah, ideologies, psychological stuff, how people look at tyrants, and Sarge's like, it is explosions. He's a little tired.
He's
bro.
tired.
No, I'm not fucking tired. Look, here's my viewing on all this shit. All right, the campaign was good. It was very solid. It's very solidly built. They took their time making it, and for me, like I never played campaign mode with any of the previous Battlefronts. Like they didn't have anything like this in any of the previous Battlefronts. Like for PlayStation 2, for the PlayStation 3 one, I don't really remember there being.
There was,
I haven't
like-
played that one.
There was a
much.
campaign in Battlefront 2, but it wasn't as story based as
Yeah.
this one was.
And this was based off of a different perspective, a different character, something that we haven't seen before. Moving forward, we could talk all day about how good the campaign was built. When we're talking online, honestly, it's the exact same thing as
Well, wait,
the other
we'll
shit.
do that in part 2. Hang on, buddy. You're getting ahead of yourself.
You jumped the gun.
Jump the gun. But okay, those are your thoughts on the campaign. That's nice. Why don't we go ahead and go to part 2, the campaign. Just kidding. I'm tired.
Complete shit.
Hang on. Part 2. Hang on. Part 2 multiplayer. I said the campaign again. It was like, wait,
Part
wait,
2.
hang on.
The campaign.
I can't do it. Like, I'm so tired. It's too early. It's almost 6 a.m. We've been up all night. All right, Sarge, go ahead and say your thoughts on multiplayer. I'm gonna cry myself to sleep.
Oh.
Damn it.
Pluses. You can fly.
Yeah.
Are you talking about jetpack troopers or
No, I'm
starfighters?
talking about the starfighters.
That was cool.
That's neat.
I mean, to be perfectly fair, Sarge's notes on the multiplayer might not be 100% accurate because he was asleep for 85% of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my multiplayer time playing was not good.
It was minimal.
Yeah.
It was minimal.
It just wasn't interesting to me.
All right.
I
Honestly.
disagree. Personally, I was super hooked.
Yeah, I was
100%.
just having played the first one.
It's a huge improvement.
Ginormous improvement. I really like the ability to be able to go to third person again.
I did like
You
that.
could do that in the first one.
Really?
Yeah. You don't remember that?
No, I don't think I ever did
That
that.
was a thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I never did that. All right, never mind. What I do really love is the class system. Like choosing your different classes. It feels much more like the old Battlefront, where you pick
Agreed.
the type of soldier, and that's kind of the weapon set you go
Yeah.
with. It makes you play a little more tactically, which
It's a lot more like Battlefield.
yeah,
than
it's
it
a
is
lot
Call
more
of
like
Duty.
Battlefield. The objective side of each battle, it's a lot less run and gunny. Like everyone kind of has an objective. You have like you do like shoot a ton of people, and it's really intense and fun, but it's not just a bunch of dickheads running around shooting each other, yelling about their KD.
Yeah.
Looking
It's
at you,
really fun, actually.
Call of Duty.
Like, you can get just as many points just doing objectives and, like, helping your team as, like, a support as you can, like, killing someone. Like, you're not playing the game for kills on kills on kills. You're playing the game to win the match through an objective. I like that way better.
Oh, yeah, way better.
Like, that format, I like that way better.
The other thing, getting rid of the token
oh my
system.
Gosh, yeah.
Where you could like pick things that is so much better. You can like, it's almost like the old Battlefront where if you got enough points in the game, you could then use.
Yeah, it is kind of like
the
that.
Wookiees. It was like there's always like 2 elite.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Or like if you got enough points, it'd pop up a "Would you like to play as a hero" kind of thing.
Yeah, something like that. It kind of felt like that.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, because you could be a spaceship or one of the heroes, which I thought was really cool.
I like it. I think it needs a little more balancing, and I think it needs some limiting. But because I felt like every 5 seconds I was running into a hero late in the match, like.
See, that didn't happen to me as much.
It felt like some matches I played, like all the opposite team had just saved their points. So you get to a point where it's like there's 6 heroes running around, and it's like, come on, like chill. Yeah. But nevertheless, it's a really cool system. I like it a lot more than those stupid tokens.
Yeah, the tokens sucked.
Honestly, if anything, this game has highlighted how many flaws there were with the first one.
First one. Yeah, for sure that I think just looking at the game, I'm already having way more fun than I ever did with the first one.
I'm not bored.
Yeah, I'm not bored.
If we had played that long on the first one, I'd be bored.
Yeah.
I got real bored.
I could never play that game for more than like 30 minutes tops. Yeah. And I'd be like, I'm done. I'm done. I can't do it anymore.
For the next 6 months.
Yeah. It seems as though EA and DICE, well, I guess more EA because EA handles the server aspect of it and whatnot. It seems like they listened to the community for the most part on what people were complaining about with the first one. I do still genuinely miss instant action.
Oh, yeah.
I wish instant action would come back.
It was the best.
Instant action was
and I know
so good.
That's kind of hard to do with like an online focus, but you know, maybe I'd like to have another like classic split screen game.
Yeah, I've honestly not ever been a huge fan of the online focus. Like I like being able to go online and just play a game with a bunch of other people whenever, but like I really also like being able to just be like, "Hey, buddy, you want to play split screen and take on the galaxy?"
Yeah,
the Galactic Conquest was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like, just go around trying to take over the whole galaxy. You can choose which side you were on. It was awesome.
Overall, I think it's a vast improvement. I think there was a big issue. This happened with the beta. Everyone freaked out about it. It's the whole loot boxes issue. And we won't go into too much detail because we want to do like a video about it.
Yeah, we're going to do...
about loot boxes in general.
Yeah, loot boxes in general. Because fuck the loot box system.
Yeah, the loot boxes piss me off in this game. And loot boxes piss me off in general. But it's like... I don't know. I'm sick of... It used to be a thing on, like, freaking iPhone games. Like, I remember getting, like, SimCity or something. And it was like, I got to a point in that game where the city was progressing faster than I could keep up, time-wise. And it was like, well, you could just pay us to speed things along. And I was like, screw that.
It's like those...
And that's what video games have become now. It's like, yeah, you can grind forever and spend 8 hours to get one rank up. Or you can just buy crystals and get all the weapons you want to get.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on, really?
Because so we could get it early, we got the deluxe edition and whatnot. I
felt sick.
That in and of itself costs like $87, which is super expensive, but you get it 3 days earlier than like everybody else, which is super cool.
That was cool. That was nice.
But
we can release an early review.
That makes the loot box system even more infuriating because why people end up spending $200 on a game, and you're like, that's
They have an option to spend $100 to buy like 1,000 crystals or something.
Yeah, like no game is worth like $200.
And like,
I don't care
then there's
how
people,
good the game
yeah.
is. It's not worth $200.
Well, and then there's people who are super rich who are level 2 and dropping $600 on the game and have amazing weapons and all this great stuff because they paid $600.
Yeah.
And then they're cleaning up, and I'm like, why? Like, that's not fun. No one likes the loot boxes, EA.
Brings us to the ultimate equalizer, Part 3, the Starfighter Assault. It's also the only one where you can't buy anything for any of it. You just have to play with the ships they give you, and you have to get good at it.
It's cool.
So anybody can play it and get good at it, and it's all up to your ability, not what you can
Honestly,
buy.
I think I like the space battles in this more than the original space battles in Battlefront 2.
Yeah, no, they're really cool.
I would kind of get sick of the original space battles in Battlefront 2, honestly.
Yeah, because it was kind of the same thing over and over. It's like fly around, go over to the one ship, blow everything up inside, and you win.
Exactly. And like,
there's a formula to it.
Oh yeah. And then if you were playing against each other, it was like who can blow up the other person's shit first. That was the whole thing. But it was like, I don't know. We only played a few rounds of it, but there was a lot more objective based again, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sarge, what did you think of Starfighters? Kind of been quiet.
I didn't play.
Starfighter?
Yeah, you didn't give me the control.
I asked if you wanted to play. You said no.
No, I said I was done playing the other thing, but
would you like to pause this recording and play Starfighter?
Fuck no.
All right, Mister. I'm not interested in the game. Suddenly wants to play.
All right, I was watching Lex play the flying part of Battlefront, and I mean that's cool. I've never been a huge fan of flying video games to begin with. Even like in the past, when any video game company made a flying game, I'm just not a huge fan. I'm not much of a flying type person. I just think they're kind of lame. That's just me personally. If you're into that type of stuff, I think this gives you a great opportunity to get that space war feel. Because that's something that Battlefront really does a good job, is giving you a war feeling, a feeling like you're in battle. You know, the title's in it. So if you want that experience, I think this gives you the great opportunity of doing it. But I think it's bullshit, and I don't fucking like it.
All right,
for multiplayer,
you were doing so well.
As for the online aspect of it, sure, it's cool. There's some things I think that is inaccurate.
Oh yeah, you had a lot of gripes with the whole running thing.
Yeah, I mean, what type of? I'm sorry. Look, I've seen a lot of people run in my time, and I mean, even at basic training, we can run, but fuck, you get tired at some point, boy. I mean, shit, you're running.
Man, you don't know what the gravity's like on the different planets.
Oh my god.
Gravity? Gravity is what has an effect on it.
Yeah.
If gravity
actually,
has
it's the legitimate.
Gravity
That is a legitimate.
I mean,
thing.
if you ran on the moon with you weigh a lot less.
All right.
Like,
Okay, so then let's put this in perspective. If you're able to run, fuck, I can't even believe I'm having an argument.
Are we gonna
about this
really
right now.
debate the
All right, you know
science
what?
of Star Wars right now?
We're not doing this. We're not gonna fucking.
They're
do
shooting lasers in space, guys, and we're having an issue with how much they can run.
This. Yeah, I do have an issue with that. You're gonna get fucking
Lasers
tired.
in space, Sarge.
It's becoming a thing now.
They stick out their hand and people fly back because of a mystical force push. And you're gonna say, "Oh, they can't run that fast. Can't run that far. This game's
All
stupid."
right. Well, I mean, shit. People get on top of Call of Duty for things like that.
That's because Call of Duty is like realistic warfare. Call of Duty.
Well,
This game's like it's fucking Star Wars, man.
It's Star Wars with a realistic tone. It's giving you the idea of what it would be like in space and like other universes.
No,
That's
I
fair.
honest-
That's
I
So
get
if
it,
you're
yeah.
gonna do it, make it fucking real.
That's fair.
All
I
right,
feel
you
that.
running. You should not be running like fucking. What's that guy? Usain Bolt. All right, you shouldn't be running like fucking Usain Bolt the entire time. All right, you gotta like take a breath once in a while. You need to have a fucking like moment to catch your breath. All right, you cannot be running that fast all the time. I'm sorry.
I do think the game should not have infinite sprint.
Yeah,
That's just me.
infinite sprint is a little.
It changes how you play. You know.
I like the guns. I think it's all cool. I love the design of.
Yeah, it's
Like,
still really pretty.
It's really
It's
it's a
incredibly
very
pretty.
pretty game.
Yeah.
I love that they brought back like. Shit, I don't know. how to-
Stormtroopers.
Yeah, and the robots. and Shit.
The droids. There
Oh,
we
the
go.
Clone War era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
love
like that this whole game is like every era of Star Wars.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I love that they brought that back. I wish that y'all were talking about.
Still no Knights of the Old Republic era. I'm just saying, I'd like to see that.
You done?
I
You
think
done?
he means
What?
era.
Era, not
Era. What the fuck ever? It goes both ways. Shit bags.
Era.
Dude, I like the hero with my ears.
You can call it an era. It goes both ways. Fuck the both of you.
All right, whatever.
Too late for this shit. Fuck yourself. I don't want to put up with this right now.
As for like,
God,
uh,
I'm so annoyed.
Genuinely
Like,
salty.
I don't know why. As soon as you said that, I was like, "Fucking, just stop!" Like, well, let's
Anyway,
round
let's,
this out.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
At the end of the day,
So overall, I would say that this is a vast improvement from
Yes.
the first Battlefront that they released.
I would say 2 loot boxes still suck.
Yep, we'll do a video on that covering any really any new game.
I'm getting
that,
angry again thinking about Call of Duty's HQ.
All right, let's get past that.
Bullshit, man.
3 is fun.
It's really.
It's
fun.
honestly fun. Like I was
I had a
enjoying
ton of
myself.
fun with it.
The biggest difference between the 2 November releases we've gotten, being Call of Duty World War II and this, is that I didn't end around like frothing at the mouth in black hate.
That's a thing too.
I got to the end of each round in this game going like, I had fun. Like I kind of want to play the next. I want
Yeah.
to see the next world. Like I want to see the next map.
Yeah. I mean, I remember saying in our Call of Duty video, I was like, "Oh, I'm probably gonna play the shit out of this." I played Call of Duty for maybe the next 2 days, and I was like, "I'm done. I'm sick
Yep.
of it."
Yep.
I don't see myself getting sick of this game anytime
Yeah, no,
soon. It's really fun.
It's a lot of fun.
It's a good game to just pick up and play. You know.
Um,
Sarge, final thoughts?
this is just personal. I honestly am the opposite. I love World War II era games, but I also don't have a PlayStation 4, so I can't really play that often. I'm just a different person entirely. I wouldn't play this game. It was okay. It was fun.
Well,
If
you
you
don't
if
love-
you don't, if you
you-
didn't like it.
you
can
don't
say you
love
didn't
Star
like it.
Wars as much as us.
No, I love the movies.
Yeah. Okay.
Just the games or anything like.
I mean, if it's not your
just-
thing, it's not
yeah,
your thing. You don't have to.
I just don't really get too big into it. I'm just not like a huge fan of like the Star Wars video game. Like, it's fun, but like I'm not a nerd.
Did you say Star War?
I thought I said wars, but
There's
I
an
probably
S.
did.
I'm kidding.
Anyway, so
I'll admit to it.
so I guess we'll give the Sarge rating and then the Lex and Vigo rating.
Yeah.
All right. So what's the Sarge rating?
Out of what? Like, is this out
Out of Empire symbols.
Yeah.
So
Out of 10 Empire symbols, what would you give it?
6 out of 10.
All right.
6 Empire symbols out of
10.
10 Empire symbols.
All right.
It's really annoying.
What would you give it?
Well, I mean, as far as the question of is it worth it, I'd say definitely yes.
Yes, actually,
At least now.
yes.
Yeah.
As of right now, it is most definitely worth it.
Wouldn't say it's worth $87.
Yeah, no.
No,
It's worth getting.
it's worth the 60.
yeah.
I would say people put a lot of work into it.
Good
You
stuff.
can tell EA definitely listened. To
And
the
plus,
community.
they have new maps coming out, and they're all free.
Yeah,
all the
that's
DLC
the
is
biggest thing.
free.
All of the DLC for this
Awesome.
is free. Thank you, EA. You learned something at least.
My initial rating, I'd give it probably a 8.
Yep, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
8 Empire symbols out of 10 Empire symbols.
I hate having to edit this.
Um,
All right, well.
so join us next time for the late night reviews because it might be Red Dead.
Oh.
Now that's a game I'm interested
Oh!